We can't just win. We have to win overwhelmingly. The American people, they're going to be the ones to decide our future, not this president and attorney general who is less than straightforward. You're the ones.
Joe Biden wearing a mask, warning voters about what he says are phony challenges as the president and his allies continue to question the integrity of the election now 25 days out. Politico, for one, reporting it this way, quote, the Trump campaign has established what it says is a 50,000-plus army of volunteer observers across an array of battleground states like North Carolina and Pennsylvania, where operations are already underway. Remaining with us are our guests, Baratunde Thurston and Lanhee Chen. Lanhee, 4 out of 5 doctors recommend for those patients who are positive for coronavirus, invite a couple of hundred friends over, give a speech from the balcony about law and order. What is going on at the White House? Is there a problem with the base? Is the base slipping? Because all this stuff is aimed at the base. And as I said earlier, this event was engineered to trigger the left.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, at this phase of the campaign, the question really ought to be, how do you expand the appeal of the candidate? How do you figure out how you get to voters who might still be undecided or who are swing voters, who maybe have some discomfort with, let's say, how the president speaks or tweets, but they might be sympathetic to what he's trying to do. And I think for those voters, an event like this, the kinds of media appearances he's been making, it gets back to the question of what is the goal of the campaign at this point? What is it that they're trying to do? You know, I've talked to a number of Republicans over the last couple of days, and it's been that same question. You know, what exactly is the campaign trying to do? Are they really trying to win this thing down the road? And then the other piece of it is what's going to happen to down-ticket Republicans who are now running on the same ballot as President Trump when it appears as though the president is really focused on his core population. They're going to show up and vote for him. It doesn't really matter what he does. So the notion that he's trying to motivate them or mobilize them, I think we're a little beyond that at this point. So it's a head scratcher, but it's also just another bad news cycle that they're going to have to deal with by doing this event.
Baratunde, I'd like to give you the last word, and it's about voter suppression. What are your real fears about it, and have you been heartened at all at the pictures we've been seeing of early vote and just lines that stretch out forever, depending on the state?
Thank you, Brian. I am concerned because we have an entire political party, the Republican Party, which seems committed to running away from voters, to making it harder for people to vote. This is the party of free market, open competition, but they're afraid to compete fairly in the open market of democracy in terms of people's right to vote. So you've got suppression through voter intimidation, AKA poll monitoring. And I'm feeling heartened in the following ways. 5.5 million people have already voted. That's beautiful and that's good. I'm feeling heartened by the history where we've been through this before. And folks try to put obstacles in our way, especially people of color and poor people, and folks are rising to the occasion. And I'm feeling heartened because the number of people signing up to be volunteer poll workers who accelerate the flow through the voting process is at record numbers. People are going to powertothepolls.org and other places like that to try to help this democracy move forward instead of dragging it back into an era that we should have left a long time ago.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.